Welcome to We Learn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 8. Do, does, did. As we discussed earlier, verbs are of two types: helping verbs and main verbs. However, there are some words which are helping verbs and also main verbs. Do is one of them. The use of do, does, did as main verb. The use of do, does, did as helping verbs we will do in the next session. Today, let's see how we use do and does as main verbs. Do actually means to perform. So when we use do and does, it indicates that we perform. So do and does, you can say, is a substitute for the word perform. Like I perform yoga? No, I do yoga. He performs his work? He does his work. So here, remember, do and does are used to indicate the performance by someone. Let's see some examples. I do yoga in the morning. She does her work sincerely. I don't do yoga in the morning. This is a peculiar sentence because here do has been used twice. And why that? Because first do that comes with not is a helping verb. Remember, we saw to make a negative sentence we need a helping verb. But in I do yoga, there is no helping verb. Here do is the main verb. Like I eat food, I do yoga. To change into negative, we need a helping verb. And for this particular tense, the helping verb that we have to use is do. So obviously, I, helping verb do, not main verb do, yoga in the morning. You will come across many such sentences, not only with do, but some other words as well. Other words we will do in later session. So, she doesn't do her work sincerely. Do you do yoga in the morning? Again, do has been repeated here. Because, remember, to make a question, also we require a helping verb. So here, the first do, that is before the subject you, has been used as the helping verb, and the do after yoga has been used as the main verb. So do you do yoga in the morning? No, I don't do yoga in the morning. I do yoga in the evening. Does she do her work sincerely? Now, did is the past tense of do and does. Let's see examples. I did yoga in the morning. She did her work sincerely. I didn't do yoga in the morning. She didn't do her work sincerely. Here, we did not use did twice. Did has been used only once. The second time it is do, because remember, when we use did as a helping verb, the main verb has to be in present tense, the present tense form or the first form. And the present tense form of do is do. So I didn't do yoga in the morning, like I didn't go to office. Here we didn't say I didn't went. No, because with did we cannot use past tense. With did we have to use the base form or the present tense form or the first form as they call it. So did will not be repeated in a sentence ever. Just remember, do can come twice in a sentence, but did will never come twice in a sentence. If you do that, that means your sentence is wrong. Next also, she didn't do her work sincerely, past tense, helping verb did. Because of did, the main verb is in the first form, in the present tense form, that is do. She didn't do her work sincerely. However, do is also used to indicate few other things. Some other uses of do. We use do to emphasize, to lay stress on something. When we want to say something emphatically, we want to emphasize it. We want to say that yes, it is like that. Then we use do. Example, I do work hard. I do love you. We do love our country, but not our politicians. See, I do work hard. Somebody is telling me, they say, you don't do work hard. You don't work hard. No, I do work hard. Somebody is telling me, see, you don't love me. No, I do love you. I want to emphasize the fact that I love you. If I just say, I love you, it's not the same as I do love you. There is more intensity in it. We do love our country. If somebody says, oh, you don't love your country. No, we do love our country, but of course, not our politicians. And we all know the reasons why. Another use of do is to suffice. Suffice means that something is sufficient. This is enough. I can manage with this. Like pencils will do. I don't have a pen. I have a pencil. Okay, pencil will do. Pencil will suffice. 100 rupees will do. I need some money. Oh, I only have 100 rupees. Fine, 100 rupees will do. 100 rupees will suffice. 100 rupees are sufficient. Sorry, this will not do. That means this is not acceptable. This is not sufficient. I hope you have understood the use of do to emphasize and to suffice. Let's see some examples of other common uses of do. You'll hear people saying, I'm done. He's done. The sentence doesn't sound correct, but it is correct. I'm done means if I was performing an action, I'm through with it. It's over. Suppose you are eating your lunch and somebody asks you, would you like to have something more? No, I'm done. That means I'm through with my lunch. I finished my lunch. He's done. For someone else, when we want to say that he has completed his work, he's done. Then when we want a favor from someone, we want someone to do something for us. Favor means to ask someone to do something for us. So in that case also do is required. Do me a favor. When we want to emphasize that you must come again. Oh, please, do come again. Do reply. Just don't read the letter and sit over it. Please, do reply. You must reply my letter or my mail. Another use of do, we change do into a noun. Do, as I said, is a helping verb as well as a main verb. But let's see the use of do as a noun. And here, to make a noun, we put ing to it. We add ing to do. He will suffer because of his wrongdoings. Here, doings means deeds. He will suffer because of his wrong deeds. He will suffer because of his wrongdoings. Wrong things that he has done. Instead of saying wrong things he has done, we have used one word. He will suffer because of his wrongdoings. Well begun is half done. This is a proverb. When something starts well, we should consider that half the task is over. So these are some of the other uses of do. Some incorrect use of do. Many times people use do in an incorrect way. Like children do noise. No. Children don't do noise. Noise is made. Children make noise. You do mistake. No. You can't do mistake. Mistake is not an action. You do yoga, an action. You do work, an action. But mistake is not an action. So, the correct sentence is, you make mistakes. You do mistakes is wrong. You make mistakes. People do crime. Crime again is not an action. So, how can you do it? Crime is a noun. So, we say people commit crime. She did suicide. Again, suicide is the name given to the act. So it becomes a noun. So you can't do a noun. You do an action. You do a verb. So here we don't say she did suicide. We say she committed suicide. That is the right way of saying of the action performed of suicide. That's all for today's session. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.